ban away the Ivor and the Rumble, the Lilia. Top Esports to ban away the Kennen, the Ziggs, and the Ashe. First pick Zyra yet again from game number 1.
My only question was really, what would BLG do about this misfortune in terms of being on this side? Would they stick to the same bans as game number 1? The question is yes. In fact, the only difference between game 1 and game 3 right here is that Lucian is up. Zyra was first picked by Top Esports then, but now BLG take that misfortune away themselves, not willing to give that one over with the Ashe banned away. They want that strong prio down there, trading out that Renekton this time also for the Corki. So
yeah,
we'll see whether it's going to be that jungle matchup from Wait, or whether it's going to be that Renekton prio on what Top Esports do about their top lane matchup and about the AD and mid lane matchup right here on this 2-3.
I just want to know the I guess answer into the Corki at this point, because Corki has run this series so far in the first 2 games as well. Obviously in the first game, Creme picking up a lot of the stragglers and things like that in a lot of the fights, but so far, hey, the win rate speaks for itself. As we get the double lock-in for Top Esports, it is the Renekton for 369, and we have the Ezreal.
Ezreal comes through. First time in the series. Surprising, it is the most played AD between both of these AD carries so far this split. As time is ticking, Bin, does he just want this answer? I feel like BLG are kind of happy to end up dropping jungle to 4. They did in game 1. They've been relatively happy to do so on red side quite a bit. But now, Mazel, my question really is, are they going to give way a facilitator? Will Top Esports ban away more carry-oriented jungles? And if they don't, are they actually going to allow Way to have that freedom to go, you know, a brand, go, you know, hell, even dig deep, you know, find something stupid like a Karthus, right?
Yeah.
Something that's really going to throw a spanner in the works here.
Find out next time on Phase 2 of this draft. I got him. Zeri is the focus right now for BLG in the second phase. It is the Maokai actually taking a little bit of a respect ban against Wei from Top Esports. Rightfully so. I feel like the facilitation has been the name of the game for them, but you really have to look at what the answer is going to be into the Zyra, because really Tian just kind of ran the map last time.
Yep, yeah, he did. Despite some early woes from some shenanigans via BLG, didn't really stop him. What's the second brand? It's brand, or it's
He banned the brand, right?
Really? I unless there's a prio support that you want gone.
Jamada, let's go.
Huh. Well, okay. Sure. Then, I mean, I guess for Wei, again, you know, at least from what we've seen him play so far since he's been subbed in, brand is the one that makes the most sense. Everything else is banned out. So, oh, Sejuani, of course. Alright, well.
I was going to say,
fine.
there's a little bit of a pour in the room.
Yeah, one big pour in the room. I forgot. That's my bad. So still playing those facilitators. Top Esports now. Prio on the supports. It's why BLG banned out the Leona. Didn't want to give that one over. And they wanted on to have counter pick. If it will be this Alistar, I wonder if it's just going to be something like a Braum. You've already got the Sejuani engage. You've got 3 auto attackers really. Braum would feel pretty okay into 2 melees. Even just that. You get yourself secured bottom side prio and work off that in the early game. Top Esports now with their mid lane pick left for Creme. Tristana is up. But after last game, does Creme feel confident again to pilot it? I feel like that's one of those things that might knock your confidence, because I will say Creme has had a bit of an up and down series so far, just between the 2 games. But he will go back towards that Tristana. I don't feel like he's wholly been bad, but of course, you make such a big misplay like that Buster Shot. It will stick in your mind for a little while as we round out this draft. BLG go towards that rail.
Yeah, I think just have to rinse that off, go next. The Tristana has traditionally been a really big pick for him over this last year. So really nice to see them kind of go back to the well, readjust some of the setup for Top Esports and try to re-attack BLG. But for BLG, I mean, they get some heavy prio picks for them. Not only are we going to get the Rel yet again for On, maybe a little bit of redeeming quality to that, but Bin's Comfort Gnar here. We get Wei that since his entrance into this team on this Sejuani just takes hold of how they play the game and is very impressive to watch, and we saw him do that already.
Hopefully you get to see him do it again as we move closer to this game number 3. Snap engages. Rel Sejuani Na. Triple front line. Double AD carry. Welcome to 2024 summer. That's what PLG say. Top Esports though, kind of along the same lines. Just that they've got that AP carry in the jungle from Tian. I want to see whether or not the punishment is repeated like it was in game number 1. Yeah. And they're able to kind of quarter off Tian. And if he can recover, because if he gets a standard start, I feel like he's going to have a lot of freedom in comparison to what we saw in game 1, which is a bit of a scary thought considering how that played out.
Yeah, game 3 starting up now as well, and it's a step forward in this best of 5. It's a step forward for either one of these teams in a matchup that we know oh so well. The upper bracket finals, a deja vu of what we saw here in spring not too long ago, and a deja vu of what we saw in the finals. Top Esports maybe reminiscing on those nightmares a little less joyfully than BLG, but here we are. It's a game to take the match point setup in this best of 5 and get that much closer to that ticket to Worlds.
I couldn't quite make out what they gyroed after the two teams. I couldn't recognize what was said. But there's one troll gyro up, setting the tone.
We're getting a level 1 here. And been actually very curious if we're going to get the full-on commit for the level 1s. We've seen both teams very willing to go with the chaos early on in the game as well. This game in particular have a lot of, I guess, weight on the shoulders of both Tian and Wei. Both of them getting the picks that have won this game in the series for them so far, but both also back on serious comfort playing to their styles of gameplay.
Yeah, and just returning to our points before we came into this series, very much fulfilling the roles that they've more or less been given a lot of the time in recent memory. Wei, of course, a lot more recent, only being subbed in halfway through the split, but providing that facilitator role a lot more than he is the carry. And Tian kind of just playing well on just about anything you give him, but the Syra definitely one of the more standout picks for him amongst his most played.
To the tussle for level 2, going to go the way of Top Esports seemingly here. JackeyLove going to utilize that engage that Meiko's bringing to get some hurt onto On. He's going to get the force out there using the arcane shift forward, forcing Elk out, doing so much damage here. JackeyLove was tired of taking all that heat from game number 2.
Great spacing from JackeyLove there. Not just the spacing, but also just dancing on the edge. Really towing the line of the tower aggro. And that is going to secure this bottom side prio. We'll see what Tian does with it. Remember, he clears so much faster than Wei that he's already on Krugs. 244. Wei, he's barely finished his blue buff. So there's a big tempo disadvantage that Wei finds himself in against the bottom lane with no prio. We'll see if it turns into an invade or anything a little bit more fishy than that.
Yeah. And this is where Wei needs to stay proactive, needs to know that his avenue forward is getting proactive plays for the team, finding those resources. Speaking of, though, Tian will be spotted out on bot side, but the presence is still here. The presence is still felt, and you'll get Wei moving out of this side of the jungle, maybe even going for a dive here as Top Esports, but it's dicey.
Yeah, Tian's really playing with the idea. So is Meiko.
Oh, the grasping here. Not going to follow anything up there, as they'll just use some of this presence to take the bot side scuttle for Tian. And he was utilizing the early clear speed there. And this is going to be the duality that these two junglers are representing. We have two very differing styles right now going at it.
Yeah, Tian making his return. Wei not going to go up towards that top scuttle. Knows that his bot lane still in danger. They see Tian on all this vision.
They think that Wei went top side. Beautiful play from On to get the collapse onto Tian. And Tian has overstayed his welcome as Elk now goes for the flash play onto JackeyLove. He doesn't have much mana. One more hit and Elk is getting a little bit of strutting his stuff here to get the kill. And Wei is chasing down Meiko. Things have fallen apart for Top Esports. They thought they had the play, but it turns out they had nothing but a gift to BLG.
Yeah, Meiko will make a meal of it. Knows he's going to die, just wasting Wei's time. Very cheeky. On also gets this wave to crash down here. He's very low HP. Wonder if he had to take a tower shot for it. But great angle from BLG. Honestly, Tian just disrespecting the fact that Wei could still be here, not respecting On's posturing either. And then JackeyLove is in for the rundown. Meiko has to go the wrong way. Strut starts to come online at the end of this play, but also the E comes through from Elk. Or rather from On to give Elk that extra bit of movement speed. Shuts down JackeyLove. 2 kills to the Misfortune, and it's just not the kind of start you need if you're in an Ezreal lane as Tian now angling in for Bin.
They got to try to make a play happen. They're going to find the connection there. 369 still goes for the fight, but Magnar has just been activated. 369 needs to dash his way out of that one. He's in trouble now. Yeah, Tian has to adapt his path back up here. Gonna flash away, though, from Bin. Maybe trying to get the angle here, but he's in trouble. He just gets to block the minion.
What?
The minion. Oh, no, he still dies. And Tian cannot follow through because Wei is up here on the top side at BLG. Maybe they have found the recipe against top esports.
Maybe they have been almost kind of scam. I'm not. I don't even know if it was the minion. I think Wei should be
maybe the
fine.
Combo. Oh, I hope we'll get a replay to see exactly what the damage stop was.
I'm not sure if it was the minion on the plant. Either way, 2v2 here. Heavy trade. Oh my goodness.
Little preemptive arcane shift there out from JackeyLove to get away.
That's the difference. BF sword against longsword, Mazel.
Makes a little bit of a difference in the 2v2, I think. Tian is going to go for the grubs on the top side, though, after all those early plays happen. So he'll get a little bit more of the advantage up there, a little bit more of the experience difference. Wei is not going to complete his back. Will be spotted going into top esports' jungle under 300 health here. And this is going to be a collapse from top.
Oh, I mean, it's so easy. His passive's going to be off as well. Meiko's dead.
Okay, well, Meiko's dead. Maybe Wei will join him. Buster shot explosive charge combo comes through and Creme claims the kill.
Can't mess that one up. Wei will drop. Punished by that.
I want to see the top
bit of vision.
play. Can we stop
I also
fighting?
want to, but I don't think Mazel. I think we might have passed our window, man.
I think we have.
If we're gonna get a replay.
It's too late for us. Might as well hang it up.
Yep. Well, maybe. Okay, rocket jump away. But see, Meiko's waiting on the bottom side. Oh.
No!
And it's the bot side play.
It's not even the play. This is how Meiko got caught out, though.
Yep. Very, yeah, not much to talk about, man. He's just looking for vision. Gets collapsed on, pincered. I guess we'll never know what's not all of the damage.
Honestly,
well, we'll know, but just not in this deal. No, it might not be.
But there is a dragon that has not been taken for a long while. Expect that to maybe be the focus here as we see Wei coming back onto the map out this side here. Some of the vision being cleared out by BLG. Dragon is started up. Would be the start of the stacking for Bilibili.
Yep. Get that going. BLG going to be very happy to team fight a little bit sooner than top esports maybe, you'd imagine. JackeyLove wants 2 items. Tristana, Creme probably wants 2 items as well, whereas once Elk gets that Bloodthirster, he's really rearing and ready to go whenever he can. A lot of CC and just the bullet time alone will carry you through to bigger item spikes on Knight and on Bin, as far as the side lane is concerned. So getting that Dragon Stacken is very good. Let's kill that, and the next one will be Chemtech, so no Chemtech Soul will be gracing us here in game number 3.
Tian is over on bot side, was fishing around just in case BLG wanted to overextend. We won't end up finding anything there, but man, I think that's why I'm so giddy about this game number 3. The fact that we're getting both these junglers in prime positions for what has been strong for them. The Wei will try to go for a mid lane gank and a spot out that Creme has a ward already there. Can't really find anything. But not only is Tian the MVP of the regular season, he's had a hell of a split. Wei's addition has been like a lightning rod for BLG.
Yeah. Again, just it's so strange when you think about jungle changes in particular, like jungle subs. Especially when it feels like Shun could do what Wei does. Like, just never really was utilized like that. He was definitely having a bit of a poor run of form, but Wei's come in. And I mean, sometimes it's all you really need. Just a change of perspective maybe, but also just Wei in a strong battle performance overall.
Yeah. He's
not like we're unfamiliar with him playing well.
He's really brought over the shot calling aspect that he kind of had to fill in when Xiaohu and Ming well, being a little bit later left, but once you lose kind of the mom and dad aspect that RNG had functioned on for so long, he had to step into the shoes and utilizing a lot of that growth here in this changeover to BLG. But Tian on the other side, I mean, he has literally been picking apart our junglers across the LPL, and he's going to have a decent lead here on the Zyra in terms of the clearing of the jungle and the presence he'll have around these neutrals. And speaking of, we have another grub set coming up.
Yep, and already a level up right now on the way. Scuttle will go over to BLG, so minor advantage there. But Creme gonna eat a pretty meaty trade here. Half HP. See how much that impacts this potential grub contest. Remember, top esports got the last 3, so BLG would love to at the very least get 2 out of the 3 here. If they can so help it. But the setup just doesn't quite look there for the Mazel. You look at the top side, Misfortune, Elk. Still got a wave to deal with. JackeyLove's already here. One grub's definitely going over to top esports immediately. It's just about what happens with the next 2.
Yeah, I think they'll just take the mites and run, which honestly isn't too shabby for top esports when you have a Tristana. You get a little bit of extra pushing power there. They would have really liked to get the Grubgaddon, but rightfully so, BLG coming to deny that some of the movement they had. I love some of the lane swaps, some of the actual map movements we've had earlier on into these games, and BLG trying to take advantage of that. Knight trying to take advantage of Creme at mid lane, although Creme will sidestep that rocket. It's pretty nicely done, but Knight still has the health advantage.
Very much so. Knight, though, wants to continue to push that envelope.
I know that we're going to see this matchup time and time again between these two, but I'm just so surprised with how dominant Corki had been in 2 games that we still see it not being taken away so far in this series.
Yeah, there's in some ways a bit of a head scratcher. Especially, you know, you think from the perspective of top esports, right? Wei, I mean, he has had, I want to say, 3 games off the top of my head. As gank is going to be a swing and a miss. But do you prio the Zyra that much more over Corki when we know Tian is more than capable of playing other AP junglers as well, even through all of the pinches as hello, Creme, great buffer.
He buffered that well. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, he was dead to rights there if he got hit by that. Really nicely timed.
Yeah, good read. Can't react to that. Has to be a prediction. Does that perfectly. Stops that play, and that's Bin's flash gone for now. But yeah, returning to the conversation, as I think that play is going to fizzle. Things like the brand still up and available. Even, dare I suggest in Italy.
No, dare you not.
Dare I not. But you get the idea. Oh, hello.
Creme, he has flash. He has ways out there trying to predict everything. Yeah. He waited, but no, he's dead. Oh, a side lane pick for BLG right before the dragon as well. They'll just try to take as many plates down here as they can, but they'll also be able to take this dragon early.
Yep, they certainly will. Next dragon should go over to them. Is there a cross map? That's the real question. There's Elk.
Oh, missed the Essence Flux there. JackeyLove still trying to get some damage back on the Elk, though, as they move out. There's going to be a bit of a split in the objective focus right now as well, because there's no Rift Herald for about 50 seconds. So the dragon, number 2, going the way of BLG on their way to stacking those up.
Yep. Bin will also get, I want to say, he got the first play as well by himself, so nice and easy. The True Shot Barrage will prevent Bin from resetting right in the face of the tower. And he's also probably going to stop to get that control, or maybe no. As Dragon should go down, just taking a little while. Here's, of course, Sejuani by herself.
Took a while, but he got there. He did it. It's like a marathon, all right? It's not a sprint.
Exactly. Now, though, Hextech Soul. Very, very important. Also, actually, the gates do make for an interesting play here. A lot of champions that want to get on flanks. Rel, Alistar, Renekton, Nart. See how that factors in later on into the game.
We're seeing the redeploy out from BLG on bot side. I wanted to see if BLG were going to look for a play. They didn't have any real big go buttons, but Top Esports, they got go buttons all day. They'll look for the roots, but they can't find it. Strangleborn's going to come out instead. Big Meganar back, and Bin is making the difference. One kill goes back and forth. It's a trade right now. On going down could make the difference in favor of Top Esports, but BLG, they've surrounded Top Esports themselves. As 369, he's the last one trying to fight it out. Creme makes it out alive, but Tian and Meiko, maybe not so much.
Yeah, BLG come down for the collapse to stop the nonsense going on there. I want to say that was a 2 for 2 by the end of it, but certainly no tower falls, I can tell you that for free. As JackeyLove stayed mid, didn't look for the rotation, knows the Elk can just beat him to it. Stays mid, gets a chunk, does what you can there. And that was... Ooh. Top Esports looking for that dive, and Bin, good timing on the Meganar, just happened to have it up. Very risky dive onto those two members. They do try and make it work. As we take a look back here at the replay.
The
Meganar, ult is good, but then the root doesn't quite connect. But even if it does, it's not a stun, so Bin still could have done this. The double knock-up is good from Tian though, and the Buster Shot is the damage to finish that off as see Meiko drops, and then his teleport comes in to finish off on. Wei comes down in for the collapse. Elk's also there to just provide a little bit of slow. Does have to use his flash to get away from 369 though, so potential target in the next couple of exchanges here for Top Esports.
We're seeing that Wei has a much more active focus in this game as well. He's just very much trying to get every fight, every tussle he possibly can. Now going to go on to Creme yet again. Creme deciding to jump in there though. I will say a little bit questionable going straight into the maw of a Gnar. And I think that's where we can put a little bit of highlight onto Bin, who is going to have a lot of impact here. Well, now that we've gotten some of these leads established, BLG up a couple thousand gold, it really is between him and Elk that are going to have the big says in a lot of this.
Yep, lion's share in agency this game. Elk as well, very quickly approaching the Infinity Edge, 1,500 gold away in component gold. Not sure he's going to have that before the next dragon though. See how much he can farm up, or whether or not a skirmish breaks out. Maybe he's able to pick up a free kill or two. For the time being though, Herald does go over to Top Esports. Now down 2,000 gold. Let's see if they can recoup some of that with that Herald in the minutes to come, or if they're going to end up using it, for a trade once that dragon does come up.
Man, nothing makes my heart jump more than our Ezreal's jumping forward in the LPL in the middle of the fight. I mean, you are playing with fire, and JackeyLove, I mean, maybe he's just a firemancer here. Meiko, maybe not so much. He's looking to get over the wall here with a flash if he needs to. Just going to buy a lot of time as Wei still fighting him. Sub half health here for Meiko, but on goes for the engage onto the full attack. Tian unsuspecting as he is down. Now Creme has to jump away, and JackeyLove, he's all by himself. He's going to have to get the arcane shift out of there, and Elk setting up the combo with On. It looks beautiful.
And remember, Meiko could have just yielded, could have just flashed over the wall, was not willing to let the play go, felt like they could win the exchange. In my opinion, that was Top Esports opting into that play. Likely through Meiko. BLG very aptly punished Tian. Tian dies in CC, doesn't even get to flash.
That's what's crazy, is it's these little impacts, the CC chain from BLG that looks so potent. And we were talking about where those leads are. Well, all the other setup tools are there to make sure those leads are strong and utilized. As now Elk can have big combos over top everything, and Bin will have side lane interest. Now Meiko getting caught yet again. This time Tian's not here to get baited, and Meiko's the one that'll bite the dust. Fourth time for Meiko here.
Yeah, bit of a head scratch up. Meiko not having a good game 3 at this moment in time. And BLG starting to really wrest control of this game in terms of finding these picks. Kind of spoon-fed, but now looking proactively on JackeyLove.
Can't end up finding it, though. JackeyLove did burn the flash. Does have Wei coming over. Oh, gonna get Tian's flash as well. A little bit of fight back from Top Esports, though BLG are the ones that continue to ask the questions. And there is a dragon up on the table here. It would be a soul point for BLG as well.
Yeah, they should get it as well. Tian dropping the Herald mid, so just trying to secure this tier 1 here. Should get the crash. Emphasis on should. In fact, JackeyLove is gonna drive it backwards.
Hey, at least he didn't die.
Yeah, I suppose. I wonder if that was a misclick. I have a sneaking suspicion it may have been. Creme will still get this tower up here in trade regardless. So at least a tower will drop. Maybe he just felt like it wasn't going to crash. I'll give JackeyLove the benefit of doubt there.
Yeah.
As BLG pick up this dragon, put themselves on Hextech Soul Point, and maintain their 2.5 or 2,000 gold lead.
Oh no,
Initial
we're gonna
look
go
back
back
at this
here.
play. I mean, they know just by that sneaker vision. But again, Meiko could have, like, right here, just flash, you know, just give it up. But says no. We have first move, kind of. We can make a play work, but then Tian just caught by on. Good Q flash, bullet time over the top.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about it, and then they just have to yield. Meiko kind of baiting his team in to a poor exchange there.
Yeah. Definitely does. And unfortunately, for top esports fans, things aren't going right. For BLG fans, you're looking back to that couple series back in spring, you're like, oh, this is feeling right as rain right now. As Creme, he cannot buffer it, and he just dies tonight. His better half on the other side, and 369, he's a little bit angry. He wants to try to get something back for top esports, but it reeks of desperation here, Jamada.
It does. Again, Creme caught out in an area he shouldn't be in. This another good punish by on. Again, another.
He has
it's
no flash. He's gone
across the map.
Oh, top esports, they're getting taken advantage of here time and time again. Tian's gonna fall to a double kill for Elk, and on to the Baron for BLG.
It's just a complete collapse here from top esports. Feels like in some way they've kind of lost their heads a bit. 369, he's here. He gets a medal for participation. But I'm not sure if they can realistically stop this ever.
Bold captain. It's bold, but hey, we like bold plays. They're going for on to try to get some kills back. They're just trying to take some of the capes off of BLG, who are struggling to finish this Baron now, though. Creme is a little bit overextended, though. Another double kill goes away at BLG, and so too does the Baron. They only lose the one, and now maybe the Creme going to try to fight his way out of there, and does have the Buster Shot and his flash still available for him to get to safety.
Does indeed. Oh, Creme. I don't think you win that 1v1 without Buster Shot. I don't think you win it with it. Steps away. Baron secured by BLG. Only lost one cape. Like you say. And another tower will fall. So BLG looking to extend this gold lead. And let's look at how this play starts. I mean, JackeyLove just too far forward. Does buffer the Glacial Prison. And it does force Elk to flash to get in range of the damage. But it just shouldn't be this high up. Without backup. Without that kind of side of the mid lane vision, with no summoner spells. Just a little bit over eager. Yeah. He's punished immediately by BLG.
I have to put some respect on Elk and On. We came into this 2v2 down here, and it's such a defining one. We got to see it in spring multiple times, but it feels like Elk and On are on the verge of becoming that new era. Maybe they already are that new era of bot lane for the LPL. And JackeyLove, Meiko, they've had one of the best splits of their entire careers here. But so far, rebuffed every time by Elk and On in these last two games. First, it was the aggressive 2v2, and now it's simply a hands diff. As BLG are looking at side lane turrets, they are racking up a big gold lead here, and maybe even more on mid lane. As they won't get the engage they're looking for, they'll save the minion for a little bit longer with Knight's TP. They try to get this tier 2 tower, but there's no wave to help them.
Right now, won't be for another 15 seconds. As Bin down here also just winning out on the 1v1, so another point of pressure top esports have to be concerned about relatively soon, as this tier 2 should certainly fall. Another tower to the wayside.
Meiko getting locked down a little bit. Tian goes for the Stranglethorn. Things are discordant.
Oh
my god! You can see it coming from a mile away! Bilibili assert dominance all over top esports! They're onto the wave on mid lane in him, but it's looking like the end, and it's looking like top esports are circling the drain. BLG, they took one game to wake up, but it has been a BLG diff ever since. Bin will survive, and they are pushing down the mid lane in him.
Only JackeyLove is left alive, and will likely be the only witness 2. The Nexus falling in game number 3.
Oh, 24 minutes in. I thought you'd get a long series here, but BLG, they're giving Top Esports a little bit of taste of their own medicine, and now they have reimagined that victory from spring and are one step from creating another nightmare for Top Esports.
Game 1, simply a blip on the radar for BLG. It has been domination. Game 1 and Game 1 forgotten entirely. Game 2 and 3 complete schlackings, and Top Esports need to look for something different and something a little bit out there, because Game 1 was just PLG's unforced errors. Since then, it's been nothing but BLG dominance.
Just thinking, well, I guess they just feel oppressed against BLG. What is going to break this open? Because Top Esports cannot continue falling to the same opponent just like this in heartbreaking fashion. We'll see if they can stave themselves off from that edge after this.